Hi, my name is Marissa Stroud, and today I'll be talking to you about my proposed research design on animal cruelty laws in Canada. As you all know, there is a need for research to be conducted on this topic. Animal cruelty is a major problem that exists today, and without the proper research, it cannot become clear whether or not the laws in Canada should be changed. During my research, I have found out that here in Canada, we have a federal parliament in Ottawa that has the power to make new laws for our country or change the old ones. Each province and territory also has their own legislature that deals with local matters. The members of these government positions are the primary target for the possibility of making or changing these laws. If you allow me to go ahead with my research that I'm requesting, you will become aware of the limited animal cruelty laws that are present today, the crimes that are being committed against animals, how the perpetrators are being charged, and the reasons why the animal cruelty laws in Canada should be changed. Once the members of Parliament become aware of this problem, they will be interested in making changes to these laws that are currently in place. If we can accomplish this, then we have accomplished the purpose of the study. When it comes to how this study will be conducted, it will start off by first researching the animal cruelty laws that are currently being utilized in Canada. In doing this, you will get an overview of where the laws are currently stand in terms of harshness. What will not be covered under the research of these laws are the bills that are in process of being evaluated, as well as the laws from previous years. The focus is on the current laws of animal cruelty. The research will then lead into specific cases of animal abuse in Canada and to what extent the punishment of each crime consists of. This will allow you to be able to evaluate whether or not the punishment are consistent with the crimes. There will also be no bias presented within the cases, just facts, so you're all able to make your own decisions. The last component that will be covered in the research is the proposition of how the laws in Canada can be changed. You should see it as more than just research, but as a possibility for changing the future of animal cruelty laws. We now have to discuss some methods that I will use to conduct the research. The first method that I will use for the primary research is a set of personal interviews. This is a productive way to gather information because you can interview people that specialize in these types of animal cruelty crimes and laws. They will be very knowledgeable on the topic that they are being interviewed about and therefore will be a very helpful component in conducting the research. There will be 3 types of interviewees. The first will be a member of law enforcement, the second a lawyer, and the third a member of the Parliament in Ottawa. A member of law enforcement will be an ideal candidate for the interview because they are used to seeing the animal cruelty crimes that take place, so they'll be a big help in giving specific examples and explaining the details of these crimes. A lawyer would also be an ideal candidate because they are the ones that are trying to convict the offender of the crime. They will be very knowledgeable when it comes to the conviction process and what some of the typical punishments against animal cruelty are. The last interviewee, a member of Parliament, will be very useful for conducting primary research. This is because interviewing them about their opinions on animal cruelty laws that are in place now would be a good chance to get an example of feedback from a person that actually has the power to make a change. I will conduct interview guides for each type of interviewee. The interview guides will start off with introducing yourself and the topic that is going to be researched. The interview guides will then continue on with questions that relate to the topic and the experiences that the specific interviewees had in regards to the topic. You will want to know their opinions while gathering as much factual information as possible that will help in conducting the research. Another type of research that will be conducted is a small questionnaire. This will be used to get the opinions of people that own animals as well as people that do not own animals. The questionnaire will include a few questions such as, are you a person that is passionate about animals? Do you think the laws against animal cruelty in Canada should be stricter? How can you change these laws? And so on. Further secondary research will also be conducted by gathering information from scholarly sources such as articles on the internet and in print. In conclusion, I would like to say that if I am hired to do this research, I will produce all the information needed on your issue of whether or not there should be a change in the laws against animal cruelty. I will deliver strong research concepts filled with examples, support, and evidence on your topic. I will also work extremely hard to ensure that you are completely satisfied with the research that I am providing. I'd like to thank you all for your time, and I hope you enjoy my presentation.